God bless you. My name is Adela Rich, and today I am going to be talking about the four Gospels in the Bible: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Matthew, Mark, Luke are referred as the Synoptic Gospels. The word synoptic comes from the Greek word that means seen together with the same eye. The word gospel comes from the Greek word evangelion, which means good news. It is important to know how all the gospels are different and how they complement each other. All four gospels focus in the story of Jesus. Each gospel was written for a different group of people. The Gospel of Matthew was written to the Jewish. His focus was on Jesus' fulfillment of the messianic prophecies. Matthew's gospel bridged the gap between the Old Testament and the New. The Gospel of Mark. Mark was written to the Romans. His focus on Jesus is a suffering servant of God. It is the earliest and it seems to be the shortest of the Gospels. The Gospel of Luke. Luke was written to the Gentiles. His focus was to establish believers and teaching Jesus is the Son of Man and the Savior of all making. And it seems to be the longest out of the four Gospels. And the Gospel of John. John, which is not part of the Synoptic Gospels, was writing to all people to show the miracles of Jesus, and it presents Jesus as the Son of God. And I want to be talking a little bit too about the differences from the Synoptic and the Gospel of John. And it seems to the Gospel of John is unique. It has a lot of unique events. And of course, we see the miracles of Jesus. And what makes John different between the Synoptic is that is the style of presentation of Jesus' words. And John is distinct from the Synoptic written in some ways. Part of the uniqueness of John is overall perspective. John is known in the Gospel of Jesus. And a perspective of John is from above downward. John begins with eternity, past with the Word, always with God, who from eternity was God. And another is there are 3 years of Jesus' ministry. Is one example of how John narrates and flows different from the Synoptic. One is the controversial of the cleansing of the temple, which John records as happening early in the ministry of Jesus, as is supposed to begin part of the last week of Jesus' life in the earth, as told in the Synoptic. The first 12 chapters of John are known as the book of signs and the Lord's miracles. And John offers testimony of Jesus, identifying as the Son of God. Another one is overlapping events. Also, there are overlapping events between John and the Synoptics, such as John the Baptist, ministry of Jesus, feeding over the 5,000 people, Jesus walking on water, Jesus' friendship with Martha and Bethany, and many others. There is a lot of others on the Bible as we read, and it's important to read all the Gospels because each Gospel presents Jesus in their own perspective way, how they got to know Jesus, and it paints this beautiful picture of Jesus. I've been learning a lot in this course, and it's been such a blessing for me to know, to get exposed to this. It's just wonderful, and this is the presentation and one of the finals on the Synoptic Gospels. God bless you.